Hi, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome! I'm Dice Baby, and I'm here to give some helpful hints. A question I hear a lot from players, or potential players, is how do I find a group to play with? Or I want to start a group, but I don't know anyone. So today we're going to give advice around finding players to join up with and have fun with. One of the easiest steps to find players is to filter through your own personal friends. So it might be you've heard some people talk about wanting to play, or even throwing a post on your Facebook page going, hey, looking for some friends to play, hoping to play around this time and this day. It's important to realise that not a lot of people are interested in DMing for the first time, so if you are going to try and find friends in a group, your local friends, you're likely to be the first DM for the group. Also, some people aren't overly committed to routine play, so it might be best just initiate with, hey, looking to play a one-shot. Putting up posts on social media really does help, because it can be surprising the amount of people who are interested in playing just are in the same sort of space where they're not sure how to find someone. That's how I found my original group, was putting up a post and a few friends answered the call. We started out with a couple of one-shots and we've expanded to an ongoing campaign. I also found help in local Facebook groups, so it could be groups specifically related to games. If you're open to playing virtually, whether that be through Discord or Zoom, that will broaden your horizons and your options. Another way to do it, if you're really lucky, you might have what's called an LGS, or a local game store. Often these will have things that have nights that they call Adventure League, which is a routine night where you can come down and try out D&D, and they'll assign you a table with a dungeon master and some people to play, and get to meet some new people and try it and see how you feel about it. So I know usually some places run Adventure League over the weekends. Some places do charge, some don't. But it's generally a good vibe, and you can meet a lot of people with sort of similar interests. The other option is to explore Reddit. Reddit has valuable resources of people looking for games and for people to join them or offering things. There is a few apps out there, kind of like Tinder, where you can put in your details, what you're looking for in a group, what you're hoping to achieve, what role you want to play, and then you might be able to find match up with people within a certain distance that you set, and you can try and find a group that way. I have looked at the app for my area, one of the apps for my area, and it is a bit of a slim picking. The most important thing to remember though is being inclusive and open and kind. If you're not inclusive, it's going to be hard to keep a long-term player base. And remember, you being a new player, they're also new players, so it takes time to work for the rules, and an important thing is to encourage each other and work together. Now that you've found your group, if you're deciding to host it in person, it's a good idea to create a Facebook event so that everyone has a clear time and date for when to play. It's always good to allow a leeway window between starting play and arriving time, so that people have time to catch up and chit chat and get to know each other. If you're only doing a one shot, perhaps have the players pre-organise some characters, or have pre-generated characters available for the players to play. Also, it's a nice feeling to have some snacks and drinks on the table for players and the one shots, as it can help create a friendly atmosphere. After some time playing with the same group for a bit of while for one shots, it may be wise to talk to them and see if there's a time that suits everyone to organise an ongoing campaign. I'd advise not leaving it longer than 2 weeks between routine sessions for a campaign, as it can become a bit of a blurry memory of what was previously happened in the session. It's also important to be flexible when it comes to lending out items. Some people may be interested, but they haven't got the dice, they haven't got the player's handbook. It's hard for people who are getting into a hobby, who are interested in a hobby, to justify spending $80 on a book, $12 on a set of dice, when they're not even sure that it's not quite right for them. If you have players come and go, it naturally happens where players either get busy, their rosters at work changes, their lifestyle changes, or they play a couple of weeks and decide, you know what, it's not what I thought it'd be, I'm just going to go off and play something else, or not really the right group for me, I thought it'd be more action, or I thought it'd be more role playing. And that's fine, because once you have a group of core players, if you lose one, often others will have friends that they'll talk about it with and go, oh, that sounds interesting, that's something I want to try. And you'll have inevitably them go, hey, I've got a friend who wants to play. But it's also important to remember, you don't want your group getting too big, especially if it's your first time DMing or haven't been DMing for so long. Try to aim for a table of 4, maybe 5 melee players maximum. So hopefully with my advice and a little bit of initiative, you've managed to sort of find your group. And hopefully you have fun times together and great rolls. Once again, thank you. I'm Dice Baby. Please like, subscribe, and share.